Hello, everyone. Welcome back to. Ooh, give me 1 second here. There we are. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Anwar Youssef Dunbar, and this is Big Discussions 76, Science and Technology. Hey, guys, this one is last minute. I did not intend to. Can you hear me now, Sheep? There it is. Yeah. Yeah. So, guys, this one is last minute. I normally don't go on this time slot. Things have been pretty quiet over here on this channel. And so I just wanted to come on and do something really, really quick. I had a few moments. I'm not in my home. So I had a few moments. So I thought I'd come on and do something. Again, things have been pretty quiet over here. So I just thought I'd do something. I saw Charles was on earlier. I saw some of you guys over there. And I didn't want to go when Charles was going. And then also Jason Black was on. So I just wanted to come over and do something really quickly. So also shout out to Alonzo for the workshop that he gave on Friday, him and his group. I listened to it. I took some notes and I learned some things and really shored up some things that I already knew, but you're always learning as a scientist. That's one thing that you know is that you're always learning. So guys, for this live stream, I'm going to talk a little bit about robotics. YouTube, if you're listening, this is strictly educational. I'm not encouraging anyone to do anything. This is strictly for education. This is strictly for educating the youth. And that's it. So I'm not expecting a large crowd for this one. It's 10 o'clock at night on the East Coast. And but this, people can watch this on the playback. And usually when I do things, it leads to something else. I'm not a tech guy, but I want to collaborate with the tech guys a little bit more. But I can read content when I find it. And I have a lot of content on my blogging platform. And I recently read something about robotics and education. So I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to finish this one up. So if you guys are here, please like the stream. And I appreciate those of you who are here. So I'm going to enable my screen share. And keep in mind as I'm reading this, again, I'm not a tech guy. I'm in the biomedical sciences. But I think, especially in the aftermath of this channel being taken down by the owners of this platform, YouTube, I had to rethink, what my mission is and what I want to do and how I can contribute to making things better, particularly for my people. So we know that we're getting steadily more digital. Some of the other content creators have talked about automation, and there are a lot of students learning robotics. So this gave me a nice opportunity to talk about robotics and AB Media. By the way, we still have to collaborate. I will send you an email soon to see how me and you can do a Q&A. So I'm going to read this. I'm going to keep this one nice and tight tonight. This piece is entitled, and this is for my blogging platform. This is in the description box below. YouTube, once again, this is for educational purposes. So this is for educational purposes. 3 focuses of my blog are general education, STEM, and technology. As the world becomes more and more automated, there will be an increasing need for individuals to be trained in robotics and associated technologies. There are also benefits to robotics as an educational tool. The following guest post is entitled Robotics, a powerful educational tool. Okay. So that's the image. Any piece that I publish on my blogging platform, there's going to be an image to go with it, and that's the image that I selected. That was in the library of images available. There are a lot of other images of robotics out there. The field of robotics has numerous applications in various industries, usually in manufacturing different products in high volumes. Robots are ideal in these fast-paced environments as they can work for long hours without the risk of injury or exhaustion. So that was very, very important for what we just went through in this last year. And we'll probably be seeing more of this. Robotics has also seen its impressive share of innovation through the years. Today, robots have the capability of sight. These robot vision systems increase precision and accuracy, helping improve the quality of products in many industries. Aside from speeding up production processes, robots assist humans in other areas such as engineering and healthcare. Robotics also enriches the learning of students through their uses in classroom settings. It provides a unique avenue of knowledge for learners of all kinds. These are a few examples of how educators have adopted robotics as a tool for education. I'll take a look over at the StreamYard side again. Okay, nothing much going on there. Making inclusive education a reality. Students in the STEM track are not the only ones who benefit from robotics. Students with special needs receive the necessary support for their different learning requirements. An example of this is how robotics have been helping students in the autism spectrum develop their social skills. Some learners with autism can be uncomfortable in situations in which they have to interact with unfamiliar people. Robotic solutions startup Lux AI responded to the need for innovative learning tools for children with neurodevelopment disorders with the creation of QT Robot, an educational robot with play-based activities for social and cognitive development. These kinds of technologies make learning more encouraging and accessible for learners with disabilities. Students with medical conditions that keep them from leaving home also benefit from having telepresence robots that enable them to do in-school activities. These robots are built to show students' presence in the classroom with a tall vertical body with a screen on top to show the student's face. Simplifying programming for students. As robots increasingly play a larger role in daily living, students have much to gain from learning how to program. Robots are an interesting way to ease students into the art of programming, as the activities make learning about these technical and mechanical processes more enjoyable. Of course, learning programming through the traditional classroom method is important. Bringing robotics in provides students with a practical application to help them put into practice what they learn in class. Over on my main channel, we talked about, thanks AB, over on my main channel, I did a live stream a week or so ago about Black boys reading, or their low proficiency level in terms of reading. And something that keeps coming up in this discussion is that boys learn in a more tactile way and in a more hands-on way. So that just, I think there's a bit of a correlation there. Okay. Where was I? Okay, I'll go with this paragraph. Young learners can also more easily be introduced into the world of coding through robots. Many in the market teach kids age 3 years old and above simple algorithms through puzzles and interactive storytelling. Robotics company Edison even has free lesson plans available online for use with their child-friendly robots, making coding education easier for many students. Introducing robotics to children demystifies programming at an early age, thus encouraging more students to pursue STEM for higher education. And we're towards the end here. Sharpening and broadening student skill sets. More and more companies are automating to bolster their production and keep up with rising demands. However, industrial robots are complicated and often dangerous tools that trained professionals must only use. The rate at which organizations worldwide are adopting robots and artificial intelligence necessitates more laborers who are knowledgeable in this field. As robots take the place of humans in assembly lines, more human capital will be needed to operate and maintain these machines. Managing robots requires creativity and critical thinking skills, which are unique to humans, making humans an integral part of large-scale automation. That's interesting because, well, we've talked about automation eliminating jobs quite a bit in this space and in this sector. And according to what I just read, individuals who position themselves to be able to build the machines and maintain the machines and program the machines, those people will be pretty well set. So this final section is entitled Giving Students Practical Experience Through Simulation. There are many ways in which students gain ample practical experience through educational simulators. For example, students at the high school level often begin taking driving lessons. Driving simulators, yeah, that's a typo there. Driving simulators give driving students a realistic driving experience within a safe and controlled environment. These simulators mimic the look and feel of driving an actual car, which helps students become better acquainted with the controls of a vehicle. The replication of real life traffic situations also allows them to be prepared to face challenges that might come up on the road once they gain their driver's licenses. Simulators are also immensely helpful for medical students who will have to deal with various sensitive operations as doctors. These allow future doctors to gain training on how to perform surgeries safely and with precision. Simulations of different scenarios help them make proper decisions to ensure future patients' safety while also preparing them for possible emergencies. With its many applications in different fields, especially in education, robotics is a highly beneficial teaching tool for students of all levels. The sooner they are adopted in the classroom setting, the more enriched students' learning will become. So that's that piece, guys. That's in the description box below. I didn't write this one myself. I have customers and collaborators who send me content to publish. I publish it for a fee. So I was able to turn this into a bit of a business. And I'm getting so much content at this point. I can't always promote it all through social media. But with this being a science and technology channel, I realized there's a lot of content over on my blogging platform that's worth discussing here on this channel. So that's where this live stream came from. I'm not a tech guy. but I know, I can read pieces, and some things I know enough to talk about. AB, if you want to say a few words, I'll drop the link in the chat. You can come in and say a few words. I don't intend to go long on this one. It's late. It's a Sunday night. By the way, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. AD, I know you're a tech guy. AB, I'm sorry. I know you're a tech guy. If you want to come in and say a few words, the link is right there. Let me see if YouTube shared it. YouTube doesn't always. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome to come up and say a few things. I know you're in the tech sector yourself. But that's pretty much what I wanted to present tonight. I want to, let's see, I think 2 months ago, or maybe it was March, I talked about my graduate thesis, and I want to talk about that. I want to, it was very, very esoteric, the terms I was using in there, and I want to waterfall the content and follow up with that. And I actually wrote a blog post on how I earned my STEM degree at the PhD level. But I want to do some other things with this channel as well. What's going on, AB?
Hey, what's going on, Doc?
Not much.
I'm feeling this article because we need more of our young boys need to get into coding. It would solve a lot of problems. Maybe not all of our problems, but it would solve a lot of problems because a lot of programming is problem solving, trying to figure it out yourself.
Okay.
And you have to understand, particularly the way computers are built. They're not necessarily stupid, but they don't have a conscience. They just don't know. They're not. The only thing it knows how to read is numbers.
Okay.
When you break it down to the binary, all it's reading is numbers in a sequential list. And it takes smart people to get the computer to do stuff.
Okay.
Well, it's one of the reasons why you have so many languages out there. There's no such thing as having one end all be all programming language to do everything, because it depends on what you're doing. And there's different like I know me personally, I know I'm currently writing in about 5 different programming languages.
Mm-hmm.
Python for my 3D work, PHP for my web work, and for the desktop side, and eventually machine learning side, I'm using C#. Then there's a whole bunch of other stuff like JavaScript to make a web page properly run. WordPress is actually based off a combination of PHP and MySQL for the database backend.
Okay. I do recognize the PHP because I have to update it in the backstage every month or so because they're pushing out updates for it.
Yeah, they're pushing out. One of the reasons they're doing that is because security.
Okay.
Security is a real pain in the neck on the website. There's always new ways to hack your stuff. When you put a password in, like let's say it's so bad now. When you put a password in, they encourage you to actually hash it in your database. So just in case somebody hacks into your database, your password won't be revealed.
Mm-hmm.
They actually encourage that now. There's you have to encrypt it just to put it in the database.
Okay.
Okay. There's a lot that goes into it, but yeah, I'm for this. Having robotics help people.
Yeah, I did. I thought about them. You always think about them in terms of, well, I think about them in terms of assembly lines, and I
Yeah,
know that doctors are using them now in surgical procedures, but I wasn't familiar with the applications for learning. But
yeah,
it turns out there are applications for learning.
yeah. Get the right programmer, you can get robotics to do almost anything. Now there are some tasks like policing, because it's very hard because we have that extra part in our brain. You have to keep in mind that the human brain is like a supercomputer, and the average human brain is probably 100 times smarter than your smartest supercomputer nowadays. Even the I forget the name of it. I need BGS here. I forget the name of the specific take. Even that one is still doesn't compare to the human brain. We have an extra, we have that conscious side of us that right and wrong and all that. When we think it's right and wrong, the computer doesn't know that.
Okay.
Most modern computers don't know the difference between right and wrong unless you tell it. And even then, it's gonna go by specifically whatever you tell it. So if there's a loophole somewhere, the computer's not gonna catch it. And you don't catch it, the computer's not gonna catch it.
Right. Right.
Now, things are getting a little bit better with machine learning, but I still wouldn't have the computer doing certain tasks.
Such as.
Security, law enforcement. There's there's a lot of nuance to that.
So things where judgment calls are
Yes,
needed.
yes, for real, where a serious judgment calls are needed particularly specifically life and death judgments called like that are needed. Now, it
Mm,
may work in cases in the medical field, but I wouldn't do it for law enforcement or anything like that.
okay. So we're still a little far off from RoboCop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Well, AB, go ahead.
go ahead. We got to keep in mind, even in RoboCop, they were still using his brain.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's how much processing power your brain has.
Okay.
They still kept that man's brain intact. That's why he remembered everything.
Well, I was going to say, I think one of the things I gleaned from you, from what you said, and I'm a part of the tech sector per se, but any robotic, it runs on its own application, or it's on its own language. I'm sorry. Those are languages that you read off earlier, correct?
Yes,
Okay, gotcha.
depends on the computer. Um, and there are other languages too that I haven't mentioned, but a lot of people don't know that there's really not much difference between your smartphone and your average computer nowadays. It's just a matter of a chipset, and that might be changing too in the future. Now that AMD has this new nanometer technology,
Mm-hmm.
the what does the chipset in your smartphone might become the dominant chipset because it's more efficient. It's more energy efficient. Like the computer, like the laptop I'm running now, most computers run on the x86 chipset, and it takes up a lot of resources and energy. That's why you got fans in your computers and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and it produces a lot of heat, and can and your software can easily get overheated if it's not properly cooled or it doesn't have a proper fan system in it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I know that when I'm not using, I'll have my work laptop going. and sometimes I have my personal PC going as well. But when I'm not using my personal PC, I turn it off because I put it to sleep. Because I know that fan is in there, and I want to prolong the life as much as I can.
Because when that fan goes, it causes all kinds of problems. I've had that happen.
I imagine so. AB, before we I'll go for just a little bit longer.
Okay.
One of the, you said I had a nice blog. I appreciate that. This has been owning a blogging platform has been a bit of a trial by fire. It's been a bit of trial and error. And one of the things that I was told by the SEO people is that we know Google is a search engine, but Google has quote unquote bots. I mean, since we're talking about robots, so apparently it has bots that
AI, machine learning AI.
Yeah, so it goes through, for example, your writings, and the bots, they like certain things. They like when you break up your text with subheadings. It likes, they I guess they like an optimal length. So I never knew that. I never knew that those types of things existed. And Google will categorize, and it will index your pieces based upon how they're laid out, because the bots are moving through and running some sort of analysis of it.
Yeah, I believe it. Why do you think so many people rely on Google Analytics?
Yeah,
that's why Google Analytics is huge, because and it's been that way for quite some time.
Yeah. Okay.
Like with the YouTube channel, I got a little plug-in to help me, but it's amazing the stats they keep with your YouTube channel. I'm sure they're using some of that in your YouTube channel too.
Well, you know what? I'm fascinated by the fact that if you're talking about certain things, there's an algorithm running to sense if you're talking about certain things, right?
Yep.
That's how they strike your stuff down.
They're going way beyond that now. And my last few uploads, I've noticed that when I upload a video, they literally screen your entire video for copyright stuff now before you even upload it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Which is I would love to see that algorithm, but which is crazy. But they're not even waiting. They automatically screen your videos for copyright stuff now. Fortunately for me, I make most of my own sound effects unless I'm playing a clip or something.
Okay. Yeah, that's since I've been doing this, that's been something I've had to kind of figure out and navigate in terms of, some songs. So I have a sports channel as well.
Mm-hmm.
So some songs are public domain, so you can go ahead and use them.
Yeah. Some songs got some copyright on them, and they'll get you for it.
Yeah. But what? No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say something else, but we'll talk offline. Okay.
That don't always strike you. It's usually a copyright claim.
Yeah, the copyright claim. Yeah, but what I was going to say is, I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
We'll talk offline. No, okay. I was going to say, if you just use a piece, let's say, of that particular.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's still copyright claim.
MP3. Okay.
Yeah. If it's copyright music, they'll find they'll I don't know how it works, but they'll find it, and because I've done that. I've used parts of the song, and I still get copyright claim when Chadwick Boseman died.
Yes.
The video put up got copyright claim because I used just a tad bit of the one of the songs from Black Panther.
Okay. So there's a sweet science to YouTube, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sweet science, just like boxing. Okay. Well, AB, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I didn't intend on going along with this one. I just want to come up and read this piece.
It's all good.
So thank you for coming up. Yeah, you taught me a couple of things, and I want to. We talked about it. I want to have you up as the featured guest soon, so we can talk about what you do. Because which field are you in?
Programming.
Programming.
Okay. I'm in several fields, but programming is one of them.
Okay. So you must have even on your way to getting the programming expertise, you must have taken your fair share of math courses, right? Or not?
I've taken a few math courses, but I haven't taken any really advanced math courses.
Okay. All right. Well, when I have you back, you could tell us about that.
Okay.
About what you do, your training, and so on and so on. Okay. Well, thanks for yeah, bro. Thanks for coming up.
Hey, no problem. I'll catch you later.
All right. All right, everyone. Well, as I said, this was going to be a short stream. I just wanted to come up and read this piece. I have a lot of technology related pieces on my blogging platform. The link for this piece is below this video in the description box in case you want to read it. If you read it, please give it a like. If you have Facebook or whatever, please give it a like. I have to promote this one myself. And I think this is a quality piece. I just wanted to come on really quickly and do something. Things have been a little quiet over here on this channel just because of all the balls that I have up in the air. But as I just told AB, I want to have him come back and to be the featured guest. And I have some other things that I want to continue. I want to present part 2 of my graduate thesis, and I also wrote a piece about the challenges and the ups and downs as I pursued my PhD at the University of Michigan in the Department of Pharmacology. But this channel is called Big Discussions 76 Science and Technology. So there's room for everything science and technology related. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut this one down. If you're watching on the playback, please like the stream. Please share it. Please subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to leave something in the tip jar, my Cash App and PayPal information are below this stream and this video. Everyone, be safe out there. Be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of your night. And as always, remember that your attitude determines your altitude. Take care. I will talk to you the next time. Bye-bye.